Okay, dear students, in last class we were discussing about NCERT numericals related to electrostatic potential and capacitance. So let me continue with the remaining questions here. So just we'll solve the remaining questions related to electrostatic potential and capacitance. So that question number 2.10. A 12 picofarad capacitor is connected to a 50 volt battery. So what is the capacitance value here? 12 picofarad. Pico means 10 to the power of minus 12 farad. It is connected to a battery of 50 volt supply. So potential value is 50 volt. How much electrostatic energy is stored in the capacitor? So which thing I need to find out here? Electrostatic energy. What is the connecting formula for that? Energy stored in capacitor. So if that C and V is given, so half of C into V square here. So half of C value is how much? 12 into 10 to the power of minus 12 here. So V square. So that is nothing but 50 into 50 here. 6 here. 50 into 50. So that is 2500 here. So 2500 into 6 here. So what's that answer here? So energy stored. So energy stored into 6 here. So 15000. So 15000 into 10 to the power of minus 12 joules, or I can consider, so U is equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power of 11, 10, 9, 8 here. So 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 8 joules. So what is that answer here? 1.5 into 10 to the power of minus 8 joules. Okay, we'll solve that next question. So just I will read the question here. A 600 picofarad capacitor is charged by 200 volts supply here. So they mention that capacitor, its value is 600 picofarad and it is charged by giving a potential of 200 volt supply. So V value is how much? So V value is 200 volt. It is then disconnect from the supply. So from that supply it is disconnected and it is connected to another uncharged capacitor of 600 picofarad. So they will remove from, so for example, look at here, that first case is, so they consider one capacitance C1, its value is 600 picofarad. It is connected by a battery of voltage 200 volt and then it is disconnected from the supply and it is connected to another uncharged capacitor. C2 value is also 600 picofarad. So uncharged means what about the potential value? So potential value is 0. How much electrostatic energy is lost in this process? So which thing I need to find out here? How much electrostatic energy is lost in this process? So I am having direct formula, or you may solve by that usual method. For example, initial energy stored is, so half of C1 into V1 square here, or 1 by 2. So C1 value is how much? So 600. So 6 into 10 to the power of 2. So pico means 10 to the power of minus 12. V1 means, so 200, 2 into 10 to the power of 2. So 2 into 10 to the power of 2 whole square here. So initial energy stored will be, so 3 into 10 to the power of minus 10 into 4 into 10 to the power of 4 here. So initial energy stored will be, so 3 into 4, 12 into 10 to the power of minus 6 joule. So in that first case, so this is the energy stored in the first case. So in this case, this is the energy stored. Afterwards they are disconnected from the supply and connected to another uncharged capacitor value. So in this situation these two capacitors will attain a common potential. So first let me find out that common potential value. common potential is, so what is the connecting formula? C1 V1 plus of C2 V2 divided by C1 plus of C2. So in theory examination we are not supposed to use the direct formula, so direct formulas are not entered in here, so just you will solve by that usual method only. So first initial energy stored, then I can find out that a common potential C1 value is what? So C1 value is 10 to the power of minus 10 or 600 into 10 to the power of minus 12, both are same. So V1 value 2 into 10 to the power of 2, so V value is 0 here. C1 plus of C2, 6 plus of 6 into 10 to the power of minus 10, so V value is 12 into 10 to the power of minus 8 here. Okay, then here also 12 into 10 to the power of minus 10, so 10 to the power of minus 8 plus 10, so that is 100 volt. What is the common potential value here? So common potential value is 100 volt here. So what's the common potential value? Common potential value is 100 volt. Then final energy stored, U of F, so half of. What is the nature of combination between these two capacitors? So this is in parallel, so C1 plus of C2 into V square. So after connecting these two capacitors in parallel, so this is the common potential value. So U of F is equal to 1 by 2. C1 value is how much? 600 picofarad. C2 value is also 600 picofarad, or 6 plus of 6, 10 to the power of minus 10 into V square. V square is 10 to the power of 2 here. So U of F is equal to half of 12 into 10 to the power of, so look at here, so minus of 8 here. So look at here, what is that here answer? So 10 to the power of minus of 8 here, so 6 here. So final energy stored will be, sorry, one second, half of 10 to the power of 2, so here also 10 to the power of 2 is there. So final energy stored will be, so final energy stored is 6 into 10 to the power of minus 8 joules. Sorry, one second, here 10 to the power of 6 term is there. So C1 plus of C2, 600 into 10 to the power of minus 12, or 6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 here, sorry, here V square is there, so 10 to the power of 4 here, so this is 10 to the power of minus 6, so 10 to the power of minus 6. So energy loss will be delta of U is equal to, so what is that answer? Initial minus of final energy. Initial is 12, final is 6 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So energy loss is 6 into 10 to the power of minus 6 joules. Or if the same question if they ask in CET or competitive examination, you can use the direct formula, C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus of C2 into V1 minus of V2 whole square. So this is the direct formula. So we'll look at two capacitors are in parallel. The energy stored is 45 joules when the combination is released to a potential of 3000 volt. With the same two capacitors are in series, energy stored is 4.05 joules for the same potential. What are the individual capacitance? So let me read the question once again. Two capacitors are in parallel and the energy stored is 45 joules. So energy stored in the two capacitor when it is connected in parallel is 45 joules here. When the combination is released to a potential of 3000 volt, how much potential they are supplying? 3000, 3 into 10 to the power of 3 volt here. With the same two capacitors are in series, if that capacitors are connected in parallel, this is the energy stored. If the same capacitors are connected in series, energy stored will be 4.05 joules here for the same potential. So potential value is same for both the cases. What are the individual capacitance? So which value I need to find out here? C1 and C2. So most of the time in annual examination they ask these kind of questions here. So look at here, Energy stored in parallel they mention, energy stored in series they mention, and potential they mention. So they asked to determine that individual capacitance value. So for that purpose, first I will consider that energy stored in parallel combination. So first I can find out that energy stored in parallel combination. What is the connecting formula here? So energy stored in parallel combination, half of. So parallel means C of P is equal to C1 plus of C2. Two capacitors are in parallel into V square. What is that U of P value here? So that is 45, 1 by 2, C1 plus of C2 here, and V value is how much? V square. So 3 into 10 to the power of 3 whole square, 9 into 10 to the power of 6 here. So this is 4.5 into 10 to the power of 6 here. So look at here, 45, it is equal to C1 plus of C2. 4.5 into 10 to the power of 6 or 45 into 10 to the power of 5 here. So let me find out that C1 plus of C2 value. C1 plus of C2 value is equal to what? 45 divided by 45 into 10 to the power of 5 here. So C1 plus of C2. So that is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5 if it goes to numerator, or 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5, usually micro. So 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So I got that C1 plus of C2 value. What's the answer for that C1 plus of C2 value here? C1 plus of C2 value is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6 here. Now energy stored in series I can find. Next one, energy stored in series. Energy stored in series. So what is the connecting formula for that? Same. So energy stored in series is half of C into V square. In series combination, so C of S is equal to what? C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus of C2. They are connected to the same potential they mentioned. So what is that energy stored in series combination? 4.05, sorry, 4.05 half of C1 into C2. So look at here, wherever C1 plus of C2 is there, shall I take the 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6 here? So look at here, wherever C1 plus of C2 is there, 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6, V square. Again that 9 into 10 to the power of 6 here. So 4.5 into 10 to the power of 6 here. So first let me find out that C1 into C2 value here. So 4.05 into 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6 divided by 4.5 into 10 to the power of 6 here. It is equal to C1 into C2. 4.05 into 10. So 40.5 divided by 4.5 here. So it is equal to C1 into C2 here. So what is that answer here? So 40.5 divided by 4.5 here. So if you divide by that of 5 here, so you may get that C1 into C2 is equal to, okay, sorry, 10 to the power of minus 6 will not get here. This is 10 to the power of minus 6, sorry, this is 10 to the power of minus 6. So this one is 10 to the power of 6. If it goes to numerator, so 10 to the power of 12 it will become, so it becomes as a 10 to the power of minus 12 here. So it becomes as a 9 here. So C1 into C2 is equal to 9 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So this I can take it as a equation 2. So this I will take it as a equation 2 here. I got C1 plus C2 and C1 into C2. So in order to get that individual capacitance value, so I want to get that C1 minus of C2. Why? Because C1 plus C2 and C1 minus of C2. If I get that these two equation means I can easily get that individual capacitance value. So in order to get that C1 into C2, so I am having a general formula. So C1 minus of C2 whole square. So I will use that generalized formula here. So a minus b whole square formula here, C1 minus of C2 whole square. So remember this formula is applicable for most of the time. C1 square plus of C2 square minus of 2 times of C1 into C2. For this equation, again I can take plus 2C1 into C2 minus 2C1 into C2. These two will get cancelled out. It doesn't alter to the main equation. So if I do like so, look at here, C1 plus of C2 whole square, sorry, C1 square plus C2 square plus 2 times of C1 into C2. So this equation, shall I take that as a C1 plus of C2 whole square, C1 square plus C2 square plus 2 times of C1 into C2 minus 2C1 into C2 minus 2C1 into C2 minus of 4 times of C1 into C2. I can rewrite that C1 minus of C2 whole square formula as C1 plus C2 whole square minus of 4 times of C1 into C2 here. So then I can find that C1 minus of C2 whole square value. C1 plus C2 whole square value is how much? So C1 plus C2 value, so 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6 whole square minus of 4 times of C1 into C2 value. So that is 9 into 10 to the power of minus 12 here. So finally C1 minus of C2 whole square is, so that is 100 into 10 to the power of minus 12 minus 36 into 10 to the power of minus 12 here. So look at here. Okay, C1 minus of C2 whole square is 100 minus of 36 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So that is, so 64 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So C1 minus of C2 value, C1 minus of C2 whole square value is how much? So 64 into 10 to the power of minus 12, or C1 minus of C2 is equal to, what's that answer? 64 into 10 to the power of minus 12. So square root means 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6. I got that value of C1 minus of C2. So look at here. So this is equation 1 I took. So this one is equation 2. So where is that equation 2? So this is equation 2 and this one is equation 3. Now I am adding equation 1 and 3. Adding equation 1 and 3. We get C1 plus of C2 is equal to how much? So C1 plus of C2 is equal to 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6. C1 minus of C2 is equal to how much? 8 into 10 to the power of minus 6 here. So if I add means 2 times of C1 is equal to, what's the answer here? So that is 18. So if I take that common means 10 to the power of minus 6, C1 is equal to 18 by 2. 9 into 10 to the power of minus 6 or 9 microfarad. What is that individual capacitance? C1 value is how much? 9 microfarad. So I got that C1 value, put in that equation 1 here. So look at here. So C1 is equal to 9 microfarad. So 9 into 10 to the power of minus 6 plus of C2 is equal to 10 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So C2 is equal to 10 minus of 9 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So C2 is equal to what? 1 microfarad. So what's that C2 value here? C2 value is 1 microfarad. So this is the way to calculate the individual capacitance. So first they mention energy stored in parallel value and energy stored in series value. So for both the cases they are given that common potential, so same potential value. First I can calculate from this equation, I can calculate C1 plus C2 value. So remember one point here. So in this situation, if they ask to find out individual capacitance means, so if you know that C1 plus C2 value and C1 minus C2 value, easily I can calculate that individual value. Then first you have to look at that how to calculate that C1 plus C2 value. So this is the formula. So from this one I got that C1 plus C2. In order to get that C1 minus C2, so I know that C1 into C2 form. So From this equation I can find out that C1 into C2. From the generalized formula I got that C1 minus of C2 value. So if you know that C1 plus C2 and C1 minus C2 value, individual capacitance I need to get it here.